What's up, Skirts Up Squad? Did you just take my line? It's Samantha.
And Melissa.
I'm going to actually tell you guys how it is right now.
It was so fun. We couldn't even make it up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to wear it in public.
And she looks at me and she goes, that's what Jesus is for.
We are about normalizing things that are hard to talk about.
So I was like, deer in headlights, skirts out. But keep your panties on. What's up, Skirts Up Squad? It's Samantha.
And Melissa.
Did you notice that I just went right into that without the wiggles?
I kind of did, actually. I was usually there's like a pause. It's like, okay, can I do this? Okay. What's up, Skirts Up Squad?
Right? I bypassed that whole thing. And I have a feeling it has something to do with our awesome conversation that we had today with a guest that you guys will meet in a couple of months.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, it was a really good conversation, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's hard to not feel plumped when you talk to him.
Yeah. I love that. So,
yeah.
All right. So what have we got today?
Well, let's see. So last week, we kind of left things up in the air with Skirts Up, and I don't have any new news on that. I feel like we're both still processing that. Am I right in that?
So, yeah, I would say so. For me, yes.
Now, something that I do kind of want to bring up again, because it came up in our conversation just a few minutes ago. I was wondering if you have figured out kind of what's filling your cup, or have you made any progress on that?
Headway that way? No. So right now, although maybe I will next week have something to say for that, because I am going to speak with Sue McCready again on Wednesday.
God.
Yeah.
You followed back up with her?
Yeah.
Good.
She's amazing. I do think I might have something to share about that after speaking with her, but right now I don't. I've just been kind of keep going along, Yeah. And that's the problem, though. That's my MO. Just keep working, just keep going.
Keep swimming.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm excited that you're working with Sue still. Do you have a fail since last week?
That's so funny, because I had like so many fails over the break that I was thinking, oh, I got to share this and this and this. Did I tell you about how when I went to North Carolina and I was staying in the hotel? Did I tell you how I went up there because my friend's Christmas party?
Yes.
Okay. So,
did you end up going for New Year's? You were going to go by yourself?
I got really sick this week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. It's crazy. I was so sick. Like, my body was hurting so bad. And even in my dream,
oh no,
my head was hurting, and I was looking everywhere for Tylenol in my dream.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was bad. But anyway, so I'm glad you didn't catch it from me.
Oh, the viral infection through the
Zoom meetings.
Okay, that's funnier when you. Okay, anyways.
Anyway, yeah. So, maybe when I was at the hotel, and they are a pet-friendly resort, and I will say that where I was staying, it's not a resort. I don't know why I said that. But where I was staying, like, it wasn't like the best of places, meaning like it was on definitely like a lower end, like motel style place. It was just less expensive. And anyway, what happened is Oliver chewed up the drapes. Not the drapes, the blinds. I don't even want to say chewed them up. He more just like must have crawled through them, trying to see me and trying to find me as I walked away, I think, that night. Because I came back and it was like there was 2 windows and only one set by the door was completely just destroyed. And I think he was just trying to like, where did you go?
No.
And I felt so bad. So when I checked out, I told them, I was like, I have a confession. And I guess nobody does that, because they were like, whoa, get this. And they called the manager over.
Oh,
and they were like, this woman is so sweet and adorable, and she said she had a confession to make that her dog, like, chewed the blinds, and they're like, "That has never happened before, like, nobody tells us that," like, and I was just like, "Okay, well, it happened, and you're gonna find out, and I just wanted to, like, be the one to tell you, I'm sorry, and let me know if I owe you any money, and what do I owe you," and they ended up, like, not charging me anything, which was so nice, but I think it's just because, like, I was upfront about it? I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because I
Well,
feel like I
sometimes
shouldn't get
doing the right
props for
thing
that.
pays off. Well, it's
Really,
because so many people don't, though, like you just
yeah,
said.
yeah, yeah.
Like, because it's embarrassing to have to
It
be
was
like,
so
I
embarrassing.
broke your stuff. So sorry, you
Yeah.
know? So it's like, that's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they were really nice about it, and they were shocked, which was cute. But, yeah, so I guess that's my little fail and success.
Well,
Oh.
good to get some praise for that, I feel like.
Yeah, I guess so, like, because I
Just
was just
accept it.
like yeah, because I was going in and I was so scared and, like, nervous and, like, to tell them, and then they turned it into a thing, and I walked out kind of feeling good, weirdly.
Right.
But,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's so funny. Um, so last night, okay, I've been doing really good. One of my things that I want to do this year is I want to make at least one new meal a week that we've never had.
Yes.
And me cooking every day in general, that's just not really a thing. But, and especially on the weekends, that's just not what I'm going to do. Simon's home, so why would I do it?
Yeah.
And I cooked dinner on Saturday. Don't ask me what I made because I cannot remember.
Okay, okay.
And then Sunday, I was really excited because everyone loves when I make chili. And I was like, I'm going to make chili. I got all the stuff for it. And it's just something that I'm really good at. And
Nice.
so I was a little behind getting the chili ready and getting it into the crock pot, but it was by 12, it was in. So I was like, it's fine. I'll just put it on high. No big deal. And then 4 hours passed and I went to go check on it and I didn't plug the crock pot in.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. What's really funny is that I know that 2 hours in, I heard Simon go and check on my chili and like
That's
open the lid.
hilarious. He's, like, stirring it.
Yes. And you didn't fucking notice that there's no steam or heat or anything. Like,
That's
come on.
hilarious. So was the food at least pre-cooked? Like, did you pre-cook the meat before you
Oh, of
threw it in and
course.
stuff?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, of
So I
course.
guess
It was
was it able
salvageable.
to yeah, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So
That's
once
so
I,
funny that he's in there like, "Do, do, do, I'm gonna stir it for you, baby."
right? Let me help you out. I'm not going to tell you that you didn't turn it on.
It's
And
a
so then I was
skill.
so annoyed. And I was like, you know what? You're making dinner tonight and you're making breakfast food. And he goes, okay, that's fine. And so then I had turned the crock pot on. And by the time we went to bed, it was ready to turn off and put it away. And Simon decided to like make a bowl and bring it into the room. And it was the best chili I've ever made. So I'm excited for us to have it
Nice.
tonight. Yeah. He was like, oh my God. He was like, you always make like the best chili. But he was like, this is the best you've ever made of the
Whoa.
best chili ever. And I was like,
Do you have a recipe or do
yeah, I
you
do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll have to share it with you guys. I'll share it.
I
Oh,
would love it.
I will do a blog on it
That
because
sounds amazing because I haven't.
I'll do a blog on it about the recipe. And yeah, it's just one of the things I do really well, which I don't really feel like it counts as cooking because it's in a crock pot, but whatever.
Oh, it does. Absolutely does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you throwing in spices?
Oh, yeah.
Done. You're cooking.
Okay. You know what? To your point, I will say anytime I have to chop shit up, that's
Yeah.
cooking for me because that's time consuming
Yes.
and I hate it.
Yes. It
So,
is.
okay. Thank you. I will call it cooking.
Absolutely. I agree. Uh, It is. I don't know anybody who wouldn't call it cooking.
Yeah, well, thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have some more meals I'm excited to try. So maybe I'll try and remember to keep everyone up to date with it.
Yeah. And if you
Um,
don't and you get upset, we could find a Seacoast rage room.
for me to get mad. I like how you just sprinkled that in. Guys, I'm so excited. Okay, so I was doing the editing for this episode that you guys are about to listen to right before New Year's, I think.
Okay.
And literally, I'm laughing through the whole episode, and I'm not sure that I cut anything out because I'm literally like cackling through the whole episode. I'm like,
That's
man,
hilarious.
this is golden. I was like, I love her so much.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it again.
Yeah.
I
So
remember we had a lot of fun with her.
we did. And I know that this whole season, I've just been waiting and waiting. Like, when do we get to introduce Erin? And, I particularly made this episode wait into January, like after the new
Okay.
year, because I feel like this is when we need to drop the old baggage shit and let it all go and start our new year. And I just feel like
Yeah,
that's really what Erin kind of embodies, is just letting it all out there, raging a little
I
bit,
love
venting
it.
a little bit, and letting it
100%.
go. So that's really why it was not easy.
Okay. I like that. I like the rationale behind that.
The strategy behind my
The
madness. Thanks.
strategy.
Okay. I can't wait anymore. So, guys, here's Erin, and check out Seacoast Listening Lounge. I thought for a second I didn't hit record. Erin found us through the network that we're a part of on Podmatch, and she messaged us and said that the energy of the podcast was just exactly what she was looking for. And she noticed that we worked with domestic violence pretty often, and she has a background in domestic violence and helping survivors in that. And she owns a unique type of studio. Would you say studio?
Sure, we can say studio.
I don't really know what the correct term would be. Office? Chat
Yeah,
room?
it's my lounge, my
Your
listening
lounge.
lounge.
I like that.
Oh,
Listening
you
lounge.
oh,
Yeah,
so you have a physical like space
yeah, I
that
do.
we're
This is
talking
my
about.
office. This is, yeah,
Oh, I love
Ooh.
it.
kind of my vibe. Like, yeah.
I love it. It reminds me actually a little bit of Melissa Walker's vibe because you've got like the velvet
Here we
down
go.
green. I always talk about my friend Melissa Walker. It does. It looks a little bit like similar, but
Yeah. So her listening lounge is called Seacoast Listening Lounge, which there's the word lounge. So I should have known, not a studio.
works. So what okay, so just so we're all like on the same page, when we were talking about you, Erin,
Mhm.
I kind of got the vibe that what you had was an online community, maybe
Mhm.
like a chat room that you kind of monitor.
Mhm.
But now it sounds like there's more that I didn't understand. You have a
Yeah.
lounge.
Yeah. So I offer virtual and in-person appointments. So that's why I have a physical space.
Okay.
But then I do one-on-one virtual appointments with people. So they're vent sessions. Vent
Oh,
sessions or listening sessions, depending on kind of what the vibe is that you're looking for and what's going on in your life. So people can, if they can't make it to Hampton, I'm in Hampton, New Hampshire. If people aren't local, then they can do either a 30-minute or a 60-minute virtual appointment with me. So I travel everywhere.
got
Yeah.
it.
Mhm.
Okay. Wow. I was in my mind. Okay, I had something totally different. I thought it was like a group thing, and
So
I
I
mean, I
do
think
have a
you do.
group. I do have a
Yeah.
group in person. I've done some online, but my group smash out sessions that I call them are in
that's awesome.
person. It could, open up into a virtual group session at some point, but for now those are in person, which are a lot of fun.
So one of my first few questions to Erin when we did our pre-recording interview was, I feel like you need to mash this in with a rage room. And you
Right.
do.
I do. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Yes.
So it's called Vent in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. So that's, the place where you smash plates or different items. And so what I do, I teamed up with them and I will meet with someone in advance of their, plate smashing session. I
Okay.
will verbally walk through kind of what they're experiencing in that moment. I'll help them write certain phrases on the items that they're going to smash.
Okay.
And so they can process a little bit more. It's not just going into a room and throwing plates or, swinging a bat at a lamp.
It's not just pure, like, let's have some rage.
Yeah, it's like processing the emotional piece of it as well. And then so they do that about a half an hour before they have their smash session with the items, and then they go into the room and they can smash it. And I've been fortunate enough where people have asked me to participate in that part of it, which is just really cool to witness that and to be part of their experience.
Wow.
Yeah, because I imagine that turns into laughter and like a
Yeah.
fun time.
Or
Like a memory.
crying.
Yeah, or crying. Yeah, whatever they need in that moment, I am so there for it.
Wow. That is so what got you into this? Like, it's so niche.
Yeah, so my background is in working as a legal advocate for domestic violence, sexual assault, and stalking victims. So I did that for about 17 years. I did family law cases, so divorce, parenting, and protective order cases.
Okay.
And one of the common themes over the years was that people were saying, Erin, nobody's listening to me. I'm telling my story, and nobody is hearing me.
Right.
And that resonated with me on a few levels. One is that I'm a survivor myself. And so I'm like, I get this feeling of standing. Imagine New York City, like there's people everywhere, and you're standing in the middle of New York City and you're screaming, and everybody's still going about their business and walking by you. That's
Yeah.
what it feels like to just have no one see you or hear you. And
that
so
makes
I
sense.
didn't, and then I had gone through a divorce, right pre-COVID into COVID, and I didn't tell my friends at all because
What?
I didn't tell them because at my age, that was, late 30s, 40. And so my friends were made up of the group of my kids' friends, if
Yes.
that makes sense. The
It does.
So I didn't want to tell them everything that was going on because I thought, all right, well, if they know the whole story, there's definitely going to be some judgment. And then what if I don't get divorced? Then they're going to hate my ex. And I don't
Yeah.
want it to reflect onto the kids. Like I wanted to protect them. I didn't want, everybody knowing our business because, then what if the invites for the kids stopped coming?
Yes.
So there was that. And then, so I didn't tell my friends that like the U-Haul, I tell everyone the U-Haul pretty much showed up and that's when they knew.
Like
And
your
then,
neighbors and stuff? Were
yeah, well,
they
my friends were my neighbors. Like it was
Yeah.
all this like small community.
Okay.
And I was the first of my friend group to even consider divorce.
Okay.
And so I think it was kind of like one of those things like, oh my gosh, if one person says it, then it's like a disease and it catches on.
Oh, that's how your ex-husband acted.
Right? And so,
Yeah.
yeah. So I let people think they had some opinions about me because I wasn't willing to tell the truth. And I let them think it. My ex let them think it about me. And it is what it is. But I needed a place where I didn't want therapy. It's not what I was looking for. I'd done therapy. I was like, I just need to go and like get this out and talk to someone and say, oh my God, this sucks. I'm mad,
Right.
whatever. And and move on and move on and
Okay.
just let it out. And so I was sitting on the beach last summer with my husband and turned to him and he knew I was getting I was remarried at this point.
Okay.
Remarried
I
several years
figured.
later.
Okay.
And I was like, I think I'm going to do this thing where I just listen to women and they talk and they vent and I listen to them because I'm
Wow.
good at that. I'm trauma informed in my legal training. I have all these personal experiences. I get this need and I would have wanted something like this and there was nothing around. So I said to him, I said, I think I'm going to do this thing where I just listen. And he's like, I don't know if that's a thing. I'm like, well, I'm going to make it a thing.
As
So,
my husband says, everything is a thing.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you want to do it, just do it. If it doesn't exist,
I
then
love that. I
yeah.
love that. We're finding that a lot more people than we even knew or than I knew kind of like branch out and do their own thing. And it's like, yeah, well, I learned Reiki and it just didn't sit with me perfectly. So I made my
Yeah.
own modality. And then, so like, stuff like that. And
Mhm.
it's just like, oh, you can do that? Of course you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Wow. That is
Um,
amazing.
while I've been working through my RTT and getting that licensed and getting ready to open up that practice, like I've been on the fence and iffy about, is this the right move? What if it doesn't work out? But then there's so many people around me who have had corporate jobs for a long time
Mhm.
and they're getting fired, they're getting
Mhm.
laid off, and they've been with these companies for a long time. And I was like, well, shit, everyone is dispensable. Like when you
Mhm.
work for someone. And I was
Yeah.
like, well, I'm for sure not going to work for someone again. So this has to work. So
Mhm.
we'll see.
Yeah, and if you don't have what people in business keep telling me, and my husband's an entrepreneur, they've been saying, look, don't have a fallback plan because
Ah,
if you have a fallback plan, you're not 100% in. If this is like
Whoa,
I
that's
have
interesting.
yeah, if you have to be 100% in, you're not going to be like, well, if this doesn't work out, I can just go back and do this thing.
yeah.
And so I've had to have that mindset because, this isn't easy. Starting a new business, starting a new business that no one really understands or has heard of before is also another level. But if I were to be like, every day, if I was like, oh, this is really hard, but I'll just go get a legal job. I've got 20 years in legal. I'll just go do that. Then I'm not fully 100% invested in
That
this.
makes
And
sense.
yeah,
That's
and
kind
I'm
of
going
a
to work
gold
that
mine.
much harder. Yeah, to make sure it works because it has to, because I don't have
Yeah,
that fallback.
I kind of actually forgot about it until you just said, but I remember saying this to Brett, my soon to be ex-husband, when I wanted to open up the shop, the quilt shop. I was like, I don't know, because like this is a huge gamble. Like it could fail. Like I don't know if this will work, but I can't do it halfway. Like I have to like I can't be doing another job and trying to put everything I have into this. It just won't
Yeah.
work. So I've
Yeah.
either got to do it or I don't.
Mhm.
And we went ahead and I did it. But
Mhm.
yeah, you're right. That's interesting because in a sense that wasn't it was kind of me going without a fallback plan, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I love
Interesting.
it. That's really smart. Erin, when we were talking, I said, I asked you what inspired the idea of this, and you had a really fun answer. Can you share that with all of us
Oh, the
again?
Sex in the City?
Yes.
Yeah. So I was binge watching Sex in the City, like not the new one, the original.
There's a
And
new one.
Yeah.
yeah, it's and just like that or
Oh.
something like yeah, same characters minus Samantha, and she was so fun.
Mhm.
But anyway, so yeah, I was binge watching that again. And I got really pissed off because it was like this scene, and they're all sitting down and they're chatting, and it's all like they have no other cares in the world, and they could just spill whatever they want to their best friends. And I was like, okay, that is not a thing. I don't have this thing. This is not real. And of course, it's not real, but
Oh, like the
I was
best friend thing where you just go
yeah,
and you just chat and
right,
share
right,
yeah.
right. Because you know darn well, for those who have watched Sex and the City, if Carrie was talking about Mr. Big or Aiden on repeat, like they would be dumped so fast.
They
Like
would. It's
they'd be like, I
true.
can't take it anymore. I've heard it for what, like 15 years at that point with her.
Right.
They're like, I can't take it anymore, and you're out.
You got to get over this
Right,
or
right,
Huh.
right.
See,
And
again, I didn't realize this wasn't normal because that's how me and my best friend are. Like when she was in the dating pool, like I wouldn't refer to anyone that she was dating by name. I knew what their dick looked like. And so there was like banana dick, there was giant dick, there was baby dick. And so like that's how I still speak about the people that she dated in the past. I'm like, are you talking about banana dick? He's still around? And like when he calls and I'm with her, I literally answer the phone. I go, "What's up, banana?" And I'm like, now he knows what I'm talking about. But like,
yeah, that's lovely that you have that. That is so great. And I love that openness. And I wish that, you know, there were more relationships like that. But I feel like so many people, and at least this was what was happening for me personally, is that people filter themselves.
I was going to say you have to
Um,
be guarded for the
yeah,
most
like,
part.
oh, if you say this one thing, what are they going to think about me? And then if I put my 2 cents in, I mean, I would say things and I was like the crazy one that like,
Okay.
I'm not even like a partier or anything like that, but I was like the fun one that got,
Oh no,
the
it was
big
suburban moms.
right, yes. And I was like, this is ridiculous if you think that I'm that one, right? But like even talking about waxing or that was like, ugh, or vibrators
Oh,
or
really?
positions.
They did not want to have a
It was
conversation about anything
it was just
normally
like
taboo.
uncomfortable. And it was like, oh, there's Erin again. And I was like, aren't these things that we should be talking
Yeah.
about? Or, our sex life and things we like and things
But
we
you know
don't.
what, Sam, you do understand that. That's pretty much why we started the podcast to not now maybe with your friends, but we do understand that whole level of like these things are taboo. Let's make them normal.
Right, right.
Yeah, you're right. I think it was like curiosity, and we didn't have anyone to really like, I didn't really have anyone to explore it with. And it turns out
Yeah.
that everything we were exploring, you at least knew knowledge and you at least like had like, some sort of
At
background
least
with
looked
it.
at it.
Yeah. And for me, it was all new. And that's just something none of my friends are into. So it's not something that
Fair.
is interesting to them or something that they can have a conversation about. And so it really helped with that. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, like with my friends, I mean, you made a comment about waxing being a thing that you don't talk about. And let me just tell you, we went on this Mom Gone Wild trip to Nashville and soberly got matching tattoos of murder dinosaurs and our nipples pierced. And the nipple piercing hurt like a bitch. And
Mhm.
then we come back from Nashville, and literally the next day, I go and get my first bikini Brazilian wax. And I call up, or not call up. Yeah, no, I called. We have this group chat, and I like put like SOS. We got to talk right now. And so literally like called. And I was like, I think I really hate myself. I just got my nipples pierced, and now I just decided that a Brazilian wax was a great idea. And I think I hate myself.
It was a good follow-up.
Totally. You just gotta groom all the areas.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that there are people who have those relationships.
Yeah.
I was not one of them, and I was looking for that, and I thought, okay, I know that there are other people out there who see like the Sex and the City and are like, all right, I don't have something like that. And or I have something like that, but I can't be 100% authentic in that group because there are parts of me that I'm holding back. And I just wanted a space where women could come and not feel that tension, not feel that, ooh, should I hold this back? It's just like a free for all. Say what you
Yeah.
want and feel good about it and know that there is no judgment. And also it's a friend saver, I have to say, because if you're going through something like a divorce and you're debating whether or not to get a divorce, and every meal, every drink, every phone call you're having with your friend, you're just like, do
Mhm.
I get divorced? This is what's happening. This is what he did. Like, it can be really draining on that relationship,
It
especially if
can.
one person is the one kind of dumping or doing a lot of the venting. That for the friend who's listening, that can be incredibly exhausting. And then you would stop being able to show up for that person in the way that you really want to because you do care about them. So this is just hey, I need a timeout. You need somebody else to talk to. I need a little bit of a break and some space and you need new perspective, whatever it might be. And let's just save the friendship so I can keep hanging out with you because I've heard so many people say, I've unfollowed this person. I don't take their phone calls anymore.
Mm.
Like, I don't want to hang out with them because it's just draining and exhausting. And all they do is talk about the same thing over and over again.
Right.
And so the person should be able to talk about those things, right? And the person who's listening should also get a break if they need a break.
Wow. That's
Are
actually makes so much sense.
are you still friends with the neighbors?
No.
No.
I went through a breakup with my friend group because I just realized like I was having this could have happened years and years ago, but I was having major FOMO. Like I loved hanging out with them. It was a lot of fun. Concerts, dinners, drinks. I enjoyed that. And for a while
Mhm.
it was my only outlet because I was secretly going through all this behind seen stuff with my ex-husband. So that was a good outlet for me. But again, I couldn't 100% be myself. I felt like I was almost playing this character, but I didn't want to lose that. I didn't want to
Right.
lose it. But then, I started, our kids went to different schools and I moved because I got divorced. I met my current husband, and my current husband, that always sounds like I'm going to
I know.
I
I
met
know.
my
Recently, this is
husband.
my second divorce, Erin. And it's like, no, now I have to say my first husband
I
and my
know.
no.
It sounds like the vlog. It sounds like you're on a list, babe. You're like one of many. Um, so I started my own business and I started networking and I was meeting these amazing women and I was able to have kind of more of these authentic conversations like this and relationships. And I was like, okay, I don't I need something that isn't superficial. And so I just, I was part of a book club and I was like, I just kind of need to back myself out of this and very respectful. I wasn't like, I'm never talking to you again.
Right.
But I was like, hey, this just isn't where I'm at right now. And hope you all do well and see you around.
Yeah.
Thing,
Yeah.
and I was able to kind of, and they're probably doing all sorts of things, you see it all over Facebook, and there's a part of you that's like, oh, I'm missing out on those things, but then that part of you is like, that's okay, and I feel good about that now.
Yeah, I'm actually glad that you're talking about having to have a breakup with friends because sometimes that's just what we have to do. And it doesn't mean that they weren't there for us at a certain
Yeah.
point in our life for a
Mhm.
reason. And it doesn't mean we couldn't have learned from it. It doesn't mean that was all bad, but sometimes it's not. What is it someone said to us, Sam? Someone said, keep in your life what is serving you, like
Mhm.
currently serving
Mhm.
you. I forgot who said that. One of the people that we had
One of
on.
the amazing people.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like that's kind of what you learned from that, and a lot of people are afraid. It's
Yeah.
because it's hard. It's hard to be
Mhm.
like, "Well." So, Erin, did you have other friends to kinda, like, go to, or was it like, no, you were just forging out on your own at this
I
point when you
was
said goodbye?
I mean, this is recent. This was in like the last couple of months.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, and I would
This is
say
fresh.
yeah, so I would say that
So sorry.
thank you. Um I started to develop those friendships through what started as networking groups and for my business. And I've, like I
Okay.
said, I've met some really amazing people. And there are people now that I feel like if I really, really needed to call someone, they would be there for me,
Okay.
which is great. And I can, still, I feel like there's a part of me that maybe is still not showing up, not up, but showing 100% of authentic, 100% Erin, but
Fair.
I'm growing into that, which feels amazing. But I like had to completely start over. Like
Wow.
divorce, marriage, all of it,
I
friends,
am sorry.
business.
That is hard.
Yeah.
It's hard.
This
But I just wanted
oh,
to say she has a smile on her face.
I know. Yeah, because I feel good. Like I'm 44 years old. I hid so much of myself because I am a survivor of child sexual abuse. I hid so much like in my teens of how boyfriends were treating me and then into my first marriage. Like I hid so much of myself. So even being on a podcast and
This is
like telling
huge.
people like what happened to me and what happened recently in my life, like not having to hold that in, and that's really what Seacoast Listening Lounge is about, is so incredibly freeing. Like, I don't feel like I'm living in secrets anymore. I don't feel like
That's
it's
huge.
just awesome. So I am smiling. It has sucked and it's been hard, but like to
yeah.
get here and to feel that way now is like it's amazing, really.
Wow.
I keep saying when things come up since I've turned 30, so I'm a little behind you guys, but
Thanks.
I always say, man, we're too old to be doing things like because we feel like we have to, or like liking people because we feel like we have to, or just faking it until we make it around certain people. Like we're
Yeah.
too old for that. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's time to be
Yeah.
doing like what we want.
It's
Right.
true.
Absolutely.
I
So
know
yeah.
Sam teased me in one of our first episodes. We were talking about making friends, and I was like, I don't really need more friends.
Yes.
And it wasn't me trying to be like Sudie, but it's like I'm at a point in my life where the people who I have around me,
Mhm.
I want around me because
Yeah.
they're good. Like they
Yep.
came into my life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're serving me and I'm serving them, I guess.
Yeah.
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 We
Yeah.
were talking about making friends after 30. And I was like, man, it would be nice to know that because all of my friends, like I have my core four and we're friends from high school and we're all really close, but we don't live very close. So it's hard to kind of all get together and it has to be like really planned to get us all together. And so I was like, man, it would be really nice to make local friends, but how the hell do you make local friends? Like that's weird. And we had a whole episode on that. And Melissa goes, yeah, I'm good. My friend meter is full. It's like, okay.
That's amazing. That's so great though. But it is true. It's true. It's hard like to make friends and you look like where do you find them? Even dating, whether you're looking for
Mhm,
friends or you're
mhm.
dating, it's like, okay, well, when you're in school, you're in school. So you're coming in
Yes.
contact with the kids that are your classmates.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then you start a new job and
Your
you're
coworkers.
it's your coworkers and then you
Mhm.
might have kids. So it's the parents of the kids that your kids go to school with.
Yep.
And then you're
It's
kind of
like,
like,
when did you ever
yeah,
choose your friends?
exactly.
I never got the friends with my kids' parents. Like, that's never been a thing for me.
Your kids' friends' parents. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Mhm.
always like a hi, bye. Like, for some reason, there's never been a connection. And so I think that that's odd for me.
Mhm. Mhm.
I've seen a lot of that. Just I nannied for years and then like I used to go to church and I feel like I've seen a lot of the whole like, oh, this is our community and these are all of the friends, like the women in the neighborhood get together for drinks
Yeah.
and I
I
watch the
always wanted
kids and
that.
you did want that. You said yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the neighbor who, like, didn't acknowledge me and, like, her husband's not allowed to look or talk to me. It was really awkward. Um, but we are about to have a new neighbor next door to us, and they have multiple kids. A lot of them are the same ages as our kids, and they're, like, totally down. They're like, "Yeah, y'all just come walk on over, and we'll, like, hang out or have a drink," and we're like, "Oh, well, then just come on over." And, like, so maybe I forged a friend, but I will like I haven't met the wife yet because she was mega pregnant and was staying I think they're coming from South Carolina and she was staying in South Carolina until she had the baby. But she's very different than any friend I've had before just from what I've learned. She
Mhm.
is very homesteady.
Mhm.
So raises and dispatches their own meat.
Ooh, you might learn some things from her.
Will not be dispatching rabbits, and that is her
Oh
specialty.
no, they raise and eat their rabbits. Okay.
I can't
Well,
do it. I
that's
can't do it.
okay.
So I'm like a little scared. Like, man, she's like a bad bitch. Like, I'm not there.
You're a bad bitch in your own way.
Thank
Yes.
you. She's
Yes.
right, Sam.
Yes. You'll
I want
swap
homesteads. I
bad
want to do the
bitchiness.
growing.
Exactly. You don't have to be the same, right?
Right. Mhm.
I
Yeah, I'll
like
grow the
that.
herbs and the fruits and vegetables, and she can provide the meat. That's
Yes, that sounds great, but don't cook it.
She
oh,
may or may not eat it.
I know. They were like, "You have to come over for dinner, like, once they all move over." And I just kinda look at Simon, I was like, "To eat rabbit?" Like, I
Just
don't
say you're a vegetarian.
and then they come over and Simon's made a gourmet steak meal.
Just be straight up. Just be like, I have a pet bunny. I'm not really used to that yet. I
Wait, do you have
know.
a pet bunny?
We just got a pet bunny,
Oh
yes.
my gosh, that makes it so much worse.
We just got a Holland Lap. It's a boy. He's 3 years old, and right now my 3-year-old is, like, kind of obsessed with one of my husband's old-time friends longtime friends. Her name's Luann, and she just moved away, and so
Oh,
Nora's been like, you know,
mhm.
"Luann, Luann," and so as soon as she saw the bunny, she goes, "Can we name it Lulu?" And I was like, "Oh,
That's
cute."
why.
Yeah.
Oh my
I was
gosh.
like, "Yes, yes, we can." And then I text Luann and I was like, "She just named a bunny after you."
That is high praise.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Lorian's awesome. She's done some artwork for us for an auction, and I actually met her and she taught me a lot about plants, and she is Simon's ex-girlfriend's mom.
Ex-girlfriends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Well,
Nice.
I even we would go, Simon used to have wine night with her after he broke up with his girlfriend, her daughter. And I would go over there to her house a couple times with Simon and my friend, my ex-husband, sorry, not my friend, his friend, Brett. But she's just such a nice, welcoming, loving person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
She's
Yeah,
so good.
I need those people.
Yeah. Don't know if I could hate her even if I wanted to. So
Mhm.
but I
Right?
don't want to. So
I know you don't. But yeah, so okay, sorry. So we did get off a little bit, but yeah, I forgot where
Okay,
we were.
so Erin, what's like the
My-
most taboo thing that you wanted to talk about when you
oh
had
my gosh,
the
that's actually a good
friend
question.
group before you broke up with them that you couldn't or you tried to have and they
Oh,
were like, "Oh, no, we're not doing that."
okay. So probably sexual stuff that I like, but probably a waxing store. So they're like, "Oh my God, you can wax your asshole." Like they were like, and so yeah, I do that.
You
Not
didn't
personally, I
know?
don't do myself. But they were like, wait, that's like a thing. Like even like a full Brazilian. One other friend was like, oh, I would shave mine. And I was like, oh, I just take care of the whole thing. And they're like,
Yeah.
you know, there are people that actually do the back. And I was like, yes.
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 But I didn't want to say that. And then, like, God forbid, I talk about the time that I went for my Brazilian wax and I had my period. And yes, you can go and have your period. And I was trying
Are
out
you
menstrual cups.
Yes.
Don't do that. Do not do that.
I literally just changed my wax appointment because I was like, well, I'm wearing a cup, but it's a new cup, and I didn't trust it.
Don't trust it because
Oh
I
my
did.
God.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, it'll be fine." I was maybe leaking like a little, but I was like, "It'll be fine. It's just a quick wax." No, it was like Carrie, the movie Carrie, waxing there.
Oh,
I was like, "How is this even possible?" I don't even know. I love my esthetician that she was able to get through that. And she was like, I mean, it was like it was a crime scene. It was literally a crime scene. And I'm cursing that cup. And they would have been like, "You were using a cup? Like, why a cup?" And that would have been a whole thing. And
Oh
uh,
my gosh.
yeah. So, uh-huh.
Yeah, that's a
that is
story to
so
share with your
funny.
friends for sure. Like that,
Yeah,
like
but I
I'm
would have been a weird one. Like, okay, so also my friend group, like very they're more conservative. I'm the
Yeah.
liberal loopy one. I'm a like,
Yeah.
I explore sex, like go waxing everywhere. And I'm like the one who doesn't go to church. So
Yeah.
I was raised Catholic. Our kids all went to a Catholic school. And they can't look at me at church if I'm telling you those stories. But yeah.
You're
So
making me so thankful for my friends that I've had since high school. Like when my friend Brittany, she got married, I guess it's almost been a year, but I say recently. And we were literally getting ready for her wedding and we were talking about like, wait, did you shave your asshole? What technique do you use? And we're literally all doing these weird squatting positions like, oh, you don't do it like this? No, I do it like this. Oh, that makes so much more sense. And we're like literally acting out like we're shaving our assholes.
So I actually wish I had that. So weird story coming. I didn't know how to put a tampon in until I was in my 20s. And I did have to have a roommate, like, we weren't even that close. And so like it was awkward actually, but she was like through the door being like, no, you have to do it like this. And I was like, oh, really? That's why it's not working. But yeah, like I wished that I had somebody I could be close with that could be like, "Hey, this is what we're going to do," and like just get down and dirty with you
yeah,
or
or
with me.
hey,
Yeah.
I'm in my 40s. So do you pee sometimes when you have sex? Like they were like,
Right.
what? You're still having sex?
Right. I feel like it's so high
Oh
school though,
my.
because I remember like I remember making a joke or one of my friends did or something about like, oh, I forgot to shave my knees. And everybody was like, oh. And it's just weird little things, but
Yes. Yes. I
you know what I
I
mean?
have yes. Absolutely. And so I have another story. If you're up for another story.
Oh my God, yes, I want it.
Christmas time, we would do like a big party and we did a Yankee swap. I don't know. Do you know what?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I don't.
Kind of like
Okay.
Bad Santa.
Bad Santa. I don't
White
know. what's the-
elephant.
White elephant. So we call it Yankee swap up here. So you bring a gift and usually it's something tacky and maybe there's a theme. So I decided to one year, I was like, I Googled top Yankee swap gift on Amazon.
Okay.
And I was like, perfect. I get this book. It's a cookbook. So full circle on this conversation.
Okay.
100 ways to cook cock. And I was like, okay, great. It's a chicken cookbook.
It's literally a chicken cookbook.
It's a chicken cookbook. And I was like, well, this is perfect.
'Cause it's funny.
Real recipes. Or maybe it's 100 ways to eat cock, cook cock, eat cock. I don't know. It was one of those. So I'm
Yes.
like so proud of this. I probably had my wine condoms along as like a secondary, like this is like a really cool. So mine gets pulled and I'm so excited. And they open it and they were like, I can't have this in my house. And I was like, what?
Why?
What? And they're like, if my mother-in-law sees this is so offensive. Like, this is
Oh
no
my
one wanted to take
goodness.
it. So I ended up shamefully having to take my own gift home.
I am so sorry that happened to you.
Oh Yankee swap. So
That's
like,
embarrassing.
it's so embarrassing. But then the best part was like the next Christmas, I was telling this story to my husband's mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And they're in their 70s and I'm explaining the story. She's like, well, let me see that cookbook. And she's like,
Oh, I love
this
that.
is great. And she took it.
Oh, that's so amazing. Did you feel better then? Did it make
I did.
everything?
I was like, this is awesome. This is amazing. Like, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
everyone
funny.
knows to be careful with me, like doing those types of things, because I will get a sculpture shaped as a dick, and that could be what you opened. Like,
That's the whole point.
Well, yes. And also, like, it was not okay. So, like, to me, the perfect gift is one that's like different and weird and unexpected, but also still useful.
Mhm.
Hello,
Yeah.
a cookbook.
Someone actually did on a Dirty Santa. Oh my God, I still have it. It's somewhere upstairs. And it's a cookbook and it has a picture of a burnt piece of toast on it. And it's called something about like, it's okay. Not everyone can cook or something. It was something like along the lines of that because everyone knew, I guess I've always never been able to cook, which actually that's that aligns because I remember in high school I tried to make chocolate chip cookies from scratch and I thought I was doing great and I was so excited and I bit into it and I clearly accidentally swapped I think the sugar and the salt.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it did not taste good.
That's a lot of salt.
That's a lot. I can
Just
just
up
see
some
Sam.
salt. That's like an entire can of ionized salt. What
It
the
is.
brew?
Yeah.
It's normal. I'm
Oh,
just cooking in here.
Okay, so my toxic trait, guys. Toxic trait.
Okay.
I'm
Ready.
revealing more about myself and then I'll make you guys. My toxic trait is that I get really excited to try and make something, try and cook something. And I go straight to the ingredients and I mix them and do what I think you're supposed to do. And then I go back and
read.
then I go back and read it and it's always wrong. Always. And I'm like,
no.
fuck. Well, now I can't fix it. Why don't I read first?
You're putting all the right stuff in.
It's like my dad after he had his wisdom teeth pulled, he really wanted a Big Mac, so he like put it in the blender. And it's like, it's just not the same. Yeah, he's like, well, it's all the same ingredients.
Oh my gosh.
He's like,
You're
it was gross.
No judgment. There's no judgment here.
I mean, I'm judging a little bit. Freaking blending a Big Mac. Did he get
The color alone must be.
know.
Why don't we blend fries and frosties together?
Ooh.
I always dip my frosties in the French. Wait, you know what I'm trying to say.
Hit me like them fries and a frosty, boozy like bluesy. Oh my God. Okay. Now I need to know a toxic trait of your guys, of y'all.
Oh, shoot.
I love the look on your guys' face. Erin looks like I just like caught her in like the middle of something she shouldn't be doing.
Oh, maybe she has one. I feel like
I don't know. I feel like I have too many.
I feel like I probably do too, so much that I probably don't even know what they are. Like, you know how like you're
funny, Melissa.
well, okay. The only thing I can think of is not that funny. Like, I'm a bad picker. I'm a bad picker for men.
Oh.
I just think that like, yeah, they've been through trauma. They just need a little love and a little extra,
Well,
you
so
know.
have you. Because remember what we learned by, I believe, Terry Christine? It was you attract what you
put out.
experienced.
Makes sense.
And
And I do.
And I'm going to fix that before you start dating again. We're going to do an RTT session.
Okay. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's me. My toxic trait would be like, "Oh, hey, you're not perfect. Let's
Let's fix you.
let's work with you." Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably my OCD kicking in a bit, is that I'm like sometimes to a fault too organized and I need things like a particular way.
Okay.
I can
And
fix that too.
like I need like yeah, I just if things are out of order, I feel out of order. And yeah, like my kids and my husband are probably like, okay, just can we be just a little bit? And it's not like I'm a neat freak. I'm not like I don't fixate on germs, but I make sure whenever we go to a hotel room that everybody is checking the sheets in a certain way.
Do you bring your own Clorox wipes and start wiping things down?
I used to on the airplanes. I've gotten better. But
Okay.
no, I've gotten also to the point at hotel rooms where I almost know too much that like I don't want to know anymore, but I will always still check, make sure everyone. But I
Because of,
don't do it
like
myself because I don't want to look at it or see it. It makes me
Wait.
nauseous.
I
So
need to hear more. So, like, you know, because you've watched stories on YouTube or because you've seen it yourself from checking?
So okay, do you want my bed bug
I
story?
do. Oh,
Ew.
no. Yeah.
Okay, how much
Yeah.
time do we have? I'm like sweating. I'm like, this is like I love going,
Get
can I
it out
talk?
there. No judgment.
Okay, so I decided several years to go on a girl trip. Like this other mom and I were going to take our kids. We were going to be like, yeah, moms can do this. And we decided to go to Myrtle Beach, and not my scene, but okay, fine. So we took her two kids, my two kids, all in a car, piled down there, drove down there. Now, on the way down there, we stayed in a hotel on the way down, like North Carolina, or maybe it was Virginia. I don't remember. Halfway, and I stayed in a hotel room with my kid. She stayed in a separate room. I didn't tell her to check. I also like don't bring stuffed animals, all that stuff. Like if you can't clean it. So anyway, we
Okay.
checked out of that hotel room and we get to Myrtle Beach. And I am notorious for having like checking hotels and then moving to another one. Or like if it's not good enough. Like I
Honestly,
will like
I wish I traveled with you because I feel like well, anyway,
yeah.
continue. I'm so
So
sorry.
we get to this first hotel and we walk into the room and I'm like inspecting and I walk to the side. All down the bed skirt is like bloody mess. I don't know what it is. It looks like mucus, like I don't know what blood, whatever that was. But I was
And
like,
it's not
oh,
like you're not staying in like the cheapest hotel, I would
no, I don't
imagine.
read the reviews. So I was like,
Yeah.
okay, fine. You know what? I can't stay here.
Yeah.
And it's school break, so there's like not much. So I'm calling all the hotels and I call this one and I was like, I'm stuck. You need to make sure this is clean. Like, promise me there's no bed bugs. And she's like, I
Yeah.
guarantee you there are no bed bugs. Okay, great.
Oh,
So we get to this new hotel. It looks fine. And last day we're checking out of the hotel room and I had showered. It was 5:30 in the morning. We were getting up early. I go and I pull the sheets down and I see a bug in the bed. And I call my friend over. I'm like, what is that? And she goes, that would be a bug in the bed. So I take a picture of it. I do the whole thing. And then I was like, everybody, like I was, kids were like swapping beds. And I was like, I don't know who's been where. And I was like, I can't believe this is happening to me. I cannot believe this is happening to me. So I go and I tell the front desk people, they're like, we'll have our manager call you. I get everybody all loaded up into the car. I'm like, we're going to Walmart. We go to Walmart. I make everybody buy all new stuff.
Okay.
I buy huge industrial sized trash bags.
Yes.
And I make
You have to
everyone
suffocate them, right? Like with
Oh
lice.
my God. Everything is in these bags. Everything
Yeah.
is in these bags. And we're changing out of there. And I'm like, everybody check your cracks. Check your cracks. And like people are coming into the Walmart bathroom. We walk out of there again, like a crime scene, like where it did something wrong, like carrying out these huge, and like I'm shoving everything into the car. And my friends look at me like, I don't know what's happening. I'm tying up. Like we threw so much stuff in a dumpster.
That
Yeah,
would be
so
me. That would be me. I don't even want to like
no, it's like I
deal with
won't
it.
even unzip like
Mm-mm.
suitcases. Like I lay it out. My husband's like throwing stuff on the floor. I'm like, no. It doesn't come out of the suitcase. I will not use the drawers of the dressers in a hotel room. Like technically you're supposed to put everything in the bathtub, but I don't go that far.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like
I
the
didn't know
suitcases
that.
and everything in the bathtub, but I don't
Oh.
do that. So now I just check the bed, but I can't do it. I mean, my husband, I'm like, I told him how to do it and I make him check it.
I wouldn't blame you if you did after that experience. Put everything in the
No, it's
bathtub.
awful. I'm like, you guaranteed they had dogs that came in because the guy's like, I don't know if it was a bed bug. I'm like, did you see the picture? It's clearly a bed bug. And he's like, well,
Whoa.
maybe it was just one. And I was like, okay.
You don't have one.
No. So he brings in his dogs. There's apparently dogs that can snip these things out. He goes, I'll
Nuh-uh.
be replacing everything that you bought at Walmart.
He did?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So the kids, but the funniest thing about this, the kids are like, that was one of my favorite trips ever.
Really?
Yes.
That time we had to throw away all of our stuff, but we got new stuff.
They're like, Mom, you like just went beast on that.
That's adorable. They had so much respect for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, they're like beast mode, Mom. That was amazing.
I love
Check your
that.
cracks.
Is that like is that still like a Thanksgiving
Oh,
joke?
Totally. Yeah.
That
pull that
sounds like
everywhere.
something my parents would yell after, like, going camping, because ticks and stuff. Like, if you find a tick, right? You have to check your cracks and your crevices.
But again, this is a story that I was like, do not tell anyone this happened. I didn't want to tell my other friends. I was like, this has to stay between us. We can't tell anyone because then I didn't want to be the dirty house with bed bugs.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Honestly, this is the kind of stuff I'm dealing with.
And
They're
I
like,
get
"Oh my
it,
God, I have
though.
bed bugs." Like, you don't want to be the dirty house with bed bugs.
You know,
Right.
lice. When we had lice, that was probably the most embarrassing thing that maybe I ever told my friends. Like I was like reluctant to tell Courtney, and I don't know why. I just was like, I think because I'm a germ freak too, and like a clean freak. And I was like, how did this happen to us? Like, how? I can't tell anyone. They all know that I'm like Monica clean. And
Yes, exactly.
then she goes, oh, we've had lice like twice. And I was like, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's just stigmas around things. Like, I don't know, like, and I don't even just mean, like you're saying, Erin, like, this isn't even stuff that should be taboo. Like, this is just kind of normal living stuff. But if you're not perfect and putting off that, like, I don't know what it is, but there are so many communities where you just have to have a front and you can't be authentic. And
Mhm.
I would say I live most of my life unauthentically
Really?
because yeah, until I
I
was in
hate
my late
that.
20s. That's
Yeah.
probably why I dealt with so much depression and anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even realizing what I was dealing with.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
I guess
sure.
at this point in my life, I can say that too, because I didn't change until last year?
Yeah, you've been working on like just being yourself and trying to find out who am I? What?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
What do I
fun.
like?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Been fun. I've laughed a whole lot more.
That's
That makes me
great.
very happy.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
Yeah.
you said you live in the Hamptons. Isn't that like,
Oh,
not to
no,
be
I live
offensive, like a snooty, like, is that like
I live
a
in
rich-
Hampton. Well, no, my office is in Hampton. The Hamptons are in New York. So I'm in New Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
Right. But the seacoast of New Hampshire it's
It
nice.
can be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So do you think that places that are more upscale or maybe more judgmental in general?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I've met a lot of people who are affluent, who live in these very nice neighborhoods, who don't give two shits about that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I don't know.
I feel like it's like a little bit of a bug, like you said,
Yeah.
like it just kind of creeps through certain communities and it's
Mhm.
just there. And because you're right, like I've been in lots of different, like, high society, just as a
Yeah.
nanny and stuff. But
Yeah.
like, you're right. There's some people that are so prim, proper, put together. And then there's others that have every reason to like think that they're better than you, but they don't. And they're just
Mhm.
great.
Yeah.
But it's weird how it kind of, you can get caught up in it in some like, I don't know. I wouldn't,
I don't think it crosses all walks of life, I think.
I do too.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
And I
Yeah.
don't even know if I could like put a pin on what I think might be like, yeah, I just don't. That's interesting that you asked that,
Mhm.
Sam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good question. Yeah.
And no one has the answer, huh?
Well,
Oh, this
we'll
has
just have
been
to
a really
figure out.
fun conversation.
Yeah, it really has.
I have enjoyed this.
So I feel kind of bad because we didn't really talk a lot about Seacoast Listening Lounge. So
Yeah.
before we leave, like tell us a little bit about like how is it going?
Yeah. Yeah,
Has
it's going
you've made it a
well.
thing?
I've made it a thing. I will say July has been, it's a new business, educating people, all that. There's definitely a slow start to it, but July has been like my best month. People are really coming out and I love
Good.
that. And so I'm continuing to grow. People are hearing about it. They're excited about it. I'll say just no, this was what we just did was
Yes.
what a lot of my group sessions look like.
I
Oh.
love this.
Like that's what it feels like. Women just being real and like not being afraid to say what's going on with them. So this was very indicative of what my group smash out session looks like.
Nice.
And then on an individual level, this is kind of people are like, well, wait, you just listen? And I'm like, yeah, sometimes I will do back and forth. I will respond, but only if people ask me to. I'm never offering unsolicited advice. So sometimes, yeah, if that's what people want me to do, I always ask people, how do you want me to listen to you today? Which is not a question that we ask
That's
in our everyday
beautiful.
life. And some people say, Erin, I just need you to hold space for me. I need you to be a witness to what I'm experiencing. And I say, okay. And I am there for that and 100% engaged with what they're saying and telling me. And really honored that they're allowing me to hear their story. And then I have other people who are like, I need you to tell me I'm an asshole today. And I need vent and get right in there. I want you to tell me he's being an asshole. And like,
Don't let me off the hook.
it's not exactly. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you want, then sure. But so it's really tailored to the individual and what that person needs in that moment. And what they need in that session may not be what they ask me for when they come back in 6 months.
Okay.
That's what's great about it.
Yeah. So you can evolve with them.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
Absolutely.
I can see how people would want to come and listen. Like you are very easy to talk to and you're just so pure. Like I feel, how sometimes you meet somebody who's really nice and it's like, yeah, they're really nice, but there's still something, it's a little bit
Didn't
of a
really
front.
click. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're genuine. I
Oh, thank
really,
you.
really enjoyed
Yeah.
talking with you.
Did I
Yeah.
actually see on social media that you were excited that you had your first hater?
Yes. I did
Okay.
this whole hater video because I was like, so people
Whoa.
started reaching out and because I had no social media before last year because of my domestic violence work, it wasn't safe for me to have it.
Okay.
So I started literally from
Yeah.
zero on all platforms. And so about a month ago, I started getting comments from people like, who do you think you are doing this? And this is like the dumbest idea, along those lines.
Yes.
Of like, why would you can just journal? Why would you do this? And you're not a therapist. No, I'm not a therapist. I'm very clear. I'm not a therapist. And so I was like, oh, this kind of sucks. Like, it's your baby and somebody's like poo-pooing your baby.
Yeah.
Well, it's like if somebody says your baby's ugly, like nobody wants to hear that. So
Fair.
so
But on their hand, all they're doing is thinking and taking up space about
Yeah.
you and your baby.
Yeah.
Like interesting.
So I was like,
Mhm.
no, I'm not doing this. So I made this whole video of And that's truly how I dance. If anyone's seen it, that is not an act.
Oh,
But
I have to go watch it.
so
Okay.
I was like, I got my first hater. I've made it. And so I was like so excited
That's
about it.
cute.
So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely turning something negative into a positive, which is kind of the whole business model, taking like people not being heard, and that's not okay, and turning it into, hey, there is a positive space for people who haven't been heard, who can't be heard, or don't feel like they can share with,
Yeah,
their family and friends.
exactly.
Mhm.
So, okay, so you made this video, it's on YouTube, is it Seacoast Listening?
I think it's
Yeah.
on Instagram. I don't
It's
know if
on
it's on.
Instagram, it's on
Oh,
Facebook, and that one is I started my YouTube channel, so it's on there as well.
Is it
Yep.
all Seacoast Listening
Yep.
Lounge?
Seacoast
Okay,
Listening Lounge,
okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
I'll go
yeah.
try and find it then. Because
Awesome.
I'll be honest, I tried to stalk you, but I couldn't find you because there's a lot of Erin Snows.
Yeah, no.
Wait, are you an imposter?
I think there was one. It was so funny. So, yes, I did a video on this too because I got divorced. My whole legal career, I had a different name, and that's how
Oh, that makes
everybody knew
sense.
me. And so I went back and forth, like, do I keep this name? Do I take my new name? And so I took my new name, and I was like, yeah, but if you Google me, it's like I didn't even exist, except that there's this person who does like exclusive or luxury ski wear. And I'm like,
Yes!
okay, yeah, okay. I'm like, I could be that person.
I literally was like, "Is this her? Does she do that
No,
too?"
no. And then I think there's one that's also like does I don't know, some BDSM stuff. And I was like,
You're like, "I
but
could be her too."
I could be her too. A BDSM luxury skier.
That listens and cares about people.
Yeah.
I think
But yeah, no, definitely my other name would pop stuff up, but
That's the
starting from
best.
scratch all the way around.
Okay,
Oh.
okay. Well, we'll get you out there.
Awesome. Thank you. No, this has been great. I could
Absolutely.
talk to you both all day.
Oh
I
my
agree. This
God.
has been
Yeah, you
great.
can be my new friends.
Yes, and I would, and I'm not too full for you, Erin.
Thank you.
Since you got rid of a husband, does that mean you had space for someone else?
Maybe that's
No.
part. No, it's because she's authentic. It's the
Yeah,
authenticity.
to make
I
room. We
have
can
room
make
for
room
that.
for those people. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
same. Same.
100%.
I can't. Yeah, this was fun. This was fun.
Yeah,
I needed
this
this.
is a lot of fun. Yeah,
Good.
awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Erin. I'm really glad that you reached out to us. Did you like the episode that you heard today? Great. Share it with a friend and don't forget to rate and review.